welcome to Rise of the Podcast. I am Jeremy.
I'm Kara, and my volume was off. I'm so smart.
Who are you?
And I'm
Kara.
I didn't hear you.
Oh, I said Kara.
And that is?
What? I already said.
You said Brownie?
He whispered it.
Oh, I didn't hear it. It was microscopically quiet. Anyways,
Brownie.
it's the Christmas. We're getting into the holiday season. Look at Kara's shirt. You can't really see mine. I got a bandolier.
Llama, 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 llama.
Swanky says awesome sweaters.
Thanks.
Oh, thanks, Swanky.
Look at Jeremy's.
What are you doing to me? What?
That's a dramatic improvement. Oh, it has his mouth.
Yeah.
That is his mouth.
You should do a Wookiee Jeremy.
Oh, you're so funny. What was I doing, Chris?
A garbage disposal, obviously.
No, anyways, yeah, it's fun. So, Swanky, I think you subscribed to Kara on Twitch because she streamed last Saturday.
Did you watch or did you just sub?
Cam watched. Cam was there.
Cam did watch.
He also said you guys need to stream more.
Who, Cam or Swanky?
Yeah, Cam did.
Oh, we do.
Everybody's been saying you need to stream more.
It's
Guess
so
what we
hard
downloaded?
with a child.
Who recommended it, but we haven't started it yet. It Takes Two is officially downloaded at home. Officially.
You can't play it at home, though. You have to play it on stream.
Well,
We can play it. We can stream at home.
Yeah,
we have a setup.
set up. You have to see it now. It's really good now.
I'll be the judge of really good.
So, Swanky, were you watching me stream?
What? No, I have important
No,
things
not
to
you.
do.
Not you,
Swanky.
Swanky.
He said I followed and went to bed like 15 minutes before it started.
Shameful.
Shameful.
Okay, so I'm quite proud of myself. I streamed and I did the monkey. What's the monkey?
Guardian Ape.
The guardian ape. Okay, did the guardian ape. Tried. And second
Tell
try,
everybody what he does. How does he attack you?
he farts at you and that poisons you.
So it's Jeremy.
Pretty much. And then also in Jeremy fashion, he grabs poop and throws it at you.
Yep.
Jeremy was talking about doing that just earlier today.
I'm not surprised. But so Jeremy thinks I might be better at Sekiro than him
No.
because it took him 20 tries to get through the guardian ape and I almost beat him in 2.
Was Jeremy giving you any advice?
Yes. Yes, I was.
okay.
The spear trick. Yeah, there's tricks.
But he didn't do anything. He was just yelling at me. And everybody knows that I do worse when Jeremy yells at me.
Yet she beat it in 2. That's what I
Almost
wanna
beat
know.
it in 2.
Almost. So you beat it in 3?
She hasn't beat it
I
yet.
haven't beat it yet.
Oh, well, who cares if you almost beat it? I almost beat the game too, and I haven't even played it.
But yeah, so she almost beat that. She's got to go fight the Szechuan warrior next. And that's
How did you pronounce that?
Szechuan?
Okay, close enough.
Szechuan?
Szechuan.
No, that's a food dish. This is a warrior.
Oh.
How do you spell it, Jeremy?
Szechuan. I don't know. S-C-H-E Swan.
Szechuan?
Szechuan. S-K. I don't know how to spell it. I've only ever heard it. And then even then I can't. I cannot.
Shishimen?
Oh, that's probably it.
It's not even close to Szechuan. It's
Well-
Shichimen.
I don't know how to pronounce that.
So Jeremy also calls Genchiro.
I'm not Japanese. I don't know how to say these words.
How do you pronounce the person who dwells in a cave, Jeremy?
The first, a troglodyte?
Close.
Troglodyte.
Well,
Think Trogdor, Troglodyte.
troglodyte.
Yep, Troglodyte.
Got it. Troglodyte.
You said that when we were shooting some Lego shorts earlier.
Yeah.
And he was doing. Do you want to tell Kara what you did?
Yes,
For
please.
the build in a bag?
Okay, yeah.
But
He had mentioned that Kara would call him a troglodyte, except he said it in 2 syllables, like trogdite or something. And it took me all I could.
Troglodyte.
It was pretty funny. I think maybe we'll put the full unedited video up for
would be
people to
kind of
enjoy
Bloopers and all.
on something.
well, it gets even better. So I was like, we're sitting there, we're brainstorming, bouncing ideas off of each other.
Did you tell Chris my ideas?
Yes, I did.
Did you
No,
do
you
my
didn't.
ideas?
No, we don't have any orange tools.
Oh,
I get to do it though because
So-
I was the one who came with the idea.
So I'm like, Chris, let's do a build in the bag, right? So he's like, do you know what you're going to say? I'm like, yeah, I know what I'm going to say. So I'm like, hey, everybody, welcome to Brickable. We're going to do a build in the bag today. Let's get started. Rip, tear. And I ripped the bag right open. And he goes, you were supposed to build it in a bag. So we're like, oh, whoops. I guess we'll go to time lapse. And I said, you asked me if I knew what I was saying, not what I'm doing.
Yeah, see, I should have been more specific. Also, I don't know if I've cut to the wide yet.
Ooh. Yay, look at the stockings.
Look at Jeremy's little pinhead in his sweater.
It's not pinhead. Way to highlight it out. If you trim this back, it looks bigger. What? No one's ever told me. Well, what?
If you trim it back, it looks bigger.
Kara.
I thought that's the joke you were making.
I was. Just hide away right here.
So we have or ho ho hone solo over there.
Okay, what is up with you? Christmas Diabolical?
He's
Christmas Diabolical sounds like
on.
an album name.
Kara wishes I was this festive.
I
That's all I'm
do.
saying.
Jeremy's a Grinch.
I am a Grinch.
He's a Scrooge McDuck.
Scrooge is, I think, closer than Grinch.
No.
He's not actively stealing presents and joy from
If he
people.
could, he
He's
would.
penny pinching joy from people.
If he could, he would. He would steal the gifts and return them for money.
Can you
Oh,
blame me?
I see. So you're just a brown collar criminal.
Oh,
He's a Grooge.
I heard, I was reading this story and like people hate their bosses and somebody said, they're like, what's the best burn you ever gave your boss? And somebody said, I told my boss that 3 ghosts are going to visit him on Christmas Eve. And I was like, that's really good.
That is
That's
pretty good.
super funny.
That's really funny.
So I'm surprised you didn't tell me, Jeremy, 3 ghosts are going to visit you on Christmas Eve.
They might. I may have talked
You
to
charge
them.
him admission.
Yep. So anyways, so here's, I got a little work story. So it's a festive, everybody's setting up all these stupid crap. And so one of my coworkers.
Stupid crap.
It's,
Wait until you come into work. Holy cow. Like,
No,
my
that's
work
what-
is Christmas.
that's what I'm annoyed at. So in the past, I'm not going to name names. We have a coworker. He just got married.
I know who you're talking about.
And he's done this in the past. Instead of getting rid of stuff, like donating it or throwing it out, which I like to do, he brings it to work. So his wife has a tree, and he had a tree, so they could only keep one tree.
Obviously, they're going to keep hers.
So what they did was they brought his pre-assembled, pre-built giant tree into my workshop. In the 17 years I've worked at the airbase, there's never been a Christmas tree in my office. Now I got to stare at this big, ridiculous Christmas tree, and I don't want it. He just did it because he doesn't want to get rid of it. He feigns niceness. He did it with a grill. Now he's done it with his tree. Pretty soon he's going to just live there.
Pretty
What's to
soon he'll do
stop
it with
him?
his kids.
Then, you know what's even sicker? Somebody else comes in and they're like, oh, we got to decorate it. So then they bring in decorations. Now things decorated and got garland all over it.
So you just don't like Christmas is what you're saying?
Basically, here's what I'm going to do on Monday. I'm going to come in with a nice, festive, hot holiday drink for Jeremy. And I'm going to be blazing Christmas music on my phone as I
Okay.
walk in.
Now that I have a kid, I am a little bit more excited for Christmas.
His heart went
I
from
don't want-
this to this.
I don't want to ruin, I know what it's like to be excited for Christmas. So I don't want to ruin that enjoyment for Chip.
Well, so what happened to you? Who hurt you that you don't like Christmas anymore?
His wallet.
It's this. It is this. Do you know how I've heard a lot of people say it? If you overhype a movie and then you watch it, it's not a big, like it
Oh,
never
yeah.
lives up to the
that
expectations.
happens to me all the time.
Everybody just like, oh, Christmas. So it's like, it just, everybody gets so excited and then does all this work and it just never meets the expectations. That's all.
Oh,
I think that happens as an adult.
I'm more like, there's like a mystique, or mystique's not the right word, but there's like an aura around the season that like people just in general like are either suicidal and gonna kill themselves, and I don't care about that part, but just people just like seem happier, and it's like, so like part of the reason why I like Halloween so much is like the spirit of the season. It's like, ooh, ghouls, goblins, whatever. Like kind of like this is like the flip side of that coin.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, it's like whatever. It's like the good side of it and all that. So it's like I love Halloween so much, and I think Christmas is like a good like counterbalance to that. So like I hate Thanksgiving for what it's worth. I think Thanksgiving is the
love
trashiest
Thanksgiving
holiday ever.
Food. Lots
Thanksgiving,
of delicious
so
food.
like Thanksgiving and Independence Day just shouldn't be holidays.
Well, Chris, apparently December 4th, they're blasting off fireworks in our hometown.
Yeah, but they just like wasting money though. We know this.
There's only 5 more months until Star Wars Day.
You're so funny.
That should be the only holiday. My birthday is Star Wars Day. No, it's just like it's so like Thanksgiving. It's like we just go and watch football and overeat. That's every Sunday for me. So who cares?
But do you get delicious Thanksgiving dinner every Sunday?
What? No.
Boom.
I don't get a delicious Thanksgiving dinner on Thanksgiving. So.
Oh, I do.
Anyway,
actually,
the point being, it's like so. What's the one thing that everyone says about Thanksgiving? It's like, oh, I gotta go hang out with the in-laws or whatever. Like, nobody wants to see their family unless you're weird, Kara.
Yeah, Kara.
I like my family. I'm sorry we're not messed
They
up.
brainwashed you, the cult of Kara's family.
It's called Stockholm Syndrome.
Exactly.
Please.
They're gonna rename it to Kara Syndrome because of how bad she's got it.
Yep.
Anyway, and then like 4th of July, it's just basically like crappier Thanksgiving in summer.
But I love the fireworks.
So let's just go and pick a random day to go blow stuff up then.
There you go.
I think that's a way better holiday, like blow it up day.
I mean, granted, there are days. I would say Memorial Day.
So Memorial Day is crappier 4th of July.
Well, no, here's what I'm saying. The like Memorial Day, Labor Day, I guess you don't really do too much. But Memorial Day, 4th of July, those are just two holidays that people use as an excuse to drink excessively.
Everybody drinks on every holiday is the problem.
It's true, but those ones are specifically
Cinco de Mayo, St. Patrick's Day. These are the drinking holidays.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
And all of them are just like, so if 4th of July is the best eating holiday, in my opinion. Thanksgiving, like 4th of July, you get delicious food. Thanksgiving, you get terrible food.
What if you deep fry that turkey though?
No, deep fried turkey still doesn't compare to like good barbecue to me.
What if you barbecued the turkey?
My dad does barbecue the turkey.
Pulled turkey sandwiches. Barbecue pulled turkey sandwiches.
No. Turkey sandwich, if I never eat one again, it'll be too soon.
I like Thanksgiving leftover sandwiches.
Kara makes homemade cranberry stuff, cranberry pie, cranberry sauce.
I'm Queen Cranberry.
Her stuff is really, like the cranberry stuff is really delicious. And it pairs well with the turkey. And we found out Chip likes pickled herring, which is pretty cool. So just saying, that's pretty neat. But back to Christmas, you're talking about.
Well, so the whole thesis statement I'm making for this is like most holidays are just worse versions of 4th of July, which is not even a good holiday to begin with. And then Swanky backs me up on this, saying, I'm trying to figure out why the 4th was the day they chose, since it wasn't the draft date or the signing date, which would make it official and starting on one of those 2 days.
Makes sense.
So
4th of July just sounds good.
But no,
because you've just heard it your whole life. If they say, it was like 29th of December. Like,
Let's do the 29th of July, guys. I'm so excited for the 29th of July.
Yeah, so you're just used to it.
4th of July just sounds, it rolls off the tongue.
Because you've said it your whole life.
The first of July.
that sounds fine.
There's a little bit of, between the st and there's a little stumbling.
The only people want to talk about pronunciations is troglodyte. Anyways.
Good job, Jeremy.
Christmas season, I do agree. It has chiseled me down over the years. I do get a little bit excited for it. It is more fun when people are into something collectively.
I do love Christmas, but
people are happy. Yeah. I like the deals are really fun, like all the Christmas presents and stuff. And I'm trying to figure out, I'm actually getting presents for people this year that they want. Kara came up with a really good idea for our family. She has everybody like post one thing, like stuff that they want, and then we can like actually know.
It's all in one spot instead of like texting everybody individually like, hey, what do you want? So yeah,
Kara's brother even came up with a wish list and he did a really good job. It's a big wish list. So it's like you can just pick and choose like what fits your budget.
And there's like everything from like a $10 like Nordic looking ring all the way up to like a $300 paint sprayer.
So
getting back to chat, Iceman True 31, which I believe is Mike.
That is Mike, yep.
Says, I'm a Jerem, can't stand early Christmas holiday crap everywhere. He says, how soon is too soon for Christmas? Asking for the wife. Like, I'm guessing like transitioning into the season.
I decorate right after Thanksgiving.
I think that's the appropriate time.
That's what's always been for us.
The local radio station started playing Christmas music a week before.
Okay, yes, it did. Normally it plays the day after Thanksgiving, but they started a week early. And let Thanksgiving have its day. I love Christmas, don't get me wrong, but let Thanksgiving have its day, and then you can play Christmas.
I agree.
Yep.
But so anyway, like all holidays are terrible except for Christmas.
Halloween?
What? I mean, or sorry, Christmas and Halloween, and everything else is just 4th of July or worse.
4th of July.
It's a day to have off work, though. I'm going to take it.
I don't get them off of work.
I do.
I get like Christmas and Thanksgiving. Jeremy's down the extreme on one end where they get every holiday off.
Yeah, seriously, legitimately,
What?
like they're like, we're gonna say today is Frog Day. You guys get it off.
That's an important day. Why should I have to work on Frog Day? Mm-hmm. That's important. Mm-hmm. If you work, you croak.
Today is Polka Dot Day. Jeremy's got Polka Dot Day off.
That's also an important holiday.
Anyway, and then there's like the other end of the spectrum where like when we worked at the gas station where it's like we're literally open every single day.
Yeah,
so
and you don't even get any holiday pay or anything really.
No, so like I currently sit in the middle. I think we get like 7 paid holidays.
That's nice. I mean, it's
better than nothing, but it's basically nothing.
right.
And like I said, I don't like any of these holidays except for Halloween and Christmas. And Halloween isn't a paid holiday; it's just a day.
That's true.
You know, so it's like, why can't the Super Bowl be a holiday? If you want to hang out with people, get drunk and eat food, Super Bowl.
I couldn't give 2 farts about the Super Bowl.
Now, the way you feel about the Super Bowl is the way I feel about every holiday that's not Halloween or Christmas.
Yeah. The Super Bowl is just a reason to eat really delicious junk food.
Dave says Ashley would have Christmas stuff up all year if she could.
Yep.
A lot of people.
Mike says Jess would do it the day after Halloween. It would be Christmas time.
No
Okay,
way.
so
That's too
I'm a
early.
part of a Hobby Lobby group on Facebook, and a lot of these women have been decorated for Christmas since Halloween. And like when I say decorated, their entire house, it's like Christmas threw up.
I do have a story.
You always have a story. Why'd you have to lean into my?
Because I want to tell it right now.
I've got a story.
I want to tell it right now.
I want right now.
Don't
Yeah,
mock
Jeremy,
me.
that's not very in the Christmas spirit. We share here.
Yeah.
We take turns here.
Yeah.
Somebody next to us, when you're driving down the road, put a giant inflatable Rudolph and
Where?
Clarice. Is Clarice the
Yeah, Clarice is Rudolph's girlfriend.
coming right down Glenwood?
Really?
Yeah, it gets nestled right in the woods. Giant. Like
yeah,
12
yeah.
feet tall. It is
Jeremy loved
super
it.
fun.
He was like, "That's so cool."
It's cute. They're like back in the woods,
No,
but
it
they're
is cute.
massive.
But yeah, they're huge.
They're huge. It's super cool. So that's kind of fun.
Yep.
So, and then Kara didn't believe me. Growing up, I listened to the better version of Rudolph the Red-Nosed
He
Reindeer.
listened to the drunk version.
No,
of
the
Rudolph
Dean
Red-Nosed
Martin. It's
Reindeer.
not the drunk version.
He was drunk when
So
he
he
recorded
ends
it.
it by saying Rudolph the Red-Beaked Reindeer. So I sometimes get confused, and when I sing the normal one, who is
Sometimes get confused.
Rudy the Red-Beaked Reindeer, it just sounds better.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer sounds way better than Red-Beaked. He's a reindeer. He doesn't have a beak. He's got a nose.
Well, yeah, but isn't a beak a nose? It's like a
Birds have beaks.
synonym for beak is nose.
I'm going to Google synonym for beak, and I'm going to see whether or not Jeremy has a
I
leg to
actually
stand
really
on.
appreciate that. Has anybody else
Anyway,
in chat?
also, he's like,
Does anybody else prefer the Dean Martin version to the cartoon version?
I'm not saying Dean Martin doesn't. Dean Martin sounds really great, but
Are you willing to accept the results of thesaurus.com?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, synonyms for beak: snout, bill, mandible, muzzle, nib, nozzle. I'm not going to say that one because it also means wiener. Proboscis, projection, and prow.
Snout. Deers have snouts.
Yeah, yeah.
So I would stand by Rudy the Red-Beaked Reindeer.
But is his entire snout red, or is it just the nose?
How did this all come to be a thing?
So you know sometimes when musicians are pretentious and
They take
have,
liberties?
they have the lyrics, and so 3 times, right, the verse will repeat itself, and they'll say yada 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 A, yada 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 A, and then they'll mix it up for the third one. And they'll be like yada 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 B. So then if you don't have a good memory, or sometimes they go yada yada A, yada yada B, yada yada A.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
remember. Sometimes you sing A when it should have been a B, or vice versa. I
Yeah.
do that with Rudolph's song that she listens to, but I replace it with beak. So I say Rudy the Red-Beaked Reindeer, and then she's like, it's nose. Then she slams her hand down on our music speaker, unplugs it from the wall and throws
Chuck it in Jeremy's face.
Yeah, and just
That's why he looks the way he does.
she hates it.
I'm just kidding. I love you.
You're so funny. Anyways,
So just as an objective observer, I've never heard the Dean Martin version, and I think it sounds terrible.
it's really good.
And what does he say about mine? Won't you guide mine sleigh tonight? Like he goes all German, and this is kind of around World War II-ish.
Well, what are you saying? Dean Martin was, Kara.
What?
She calls him a drunk. She's like, that's he only said it because he was drunk.
Okay, you were the one that brought up the fact that he was drunk while he's saying it.
It's not, he wasn't drunk. That was somebody was projecting. They thought, who would only say that if you're drunk? I don't drink when I'm on the podcast, and I still act this way.
The song was first written in
Gene
1959.
Autry, and it was something Marks wrote it.
Oh, wait, no, hold on.
But Gene Autry, I think, was the first one to sing it.
No, the first recording of it was in 1949.
Gene Autry?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Then Montana Slim, Sugar Chili Robinson, Bing Crosby, Red Foley, Spike Jones, Bobby Lim, Swing Sway with Sammy K, The Mariners, Perry Como, Jimmy Boy, The Teen Trio, Irby Green, The Voices, The Four Aces, Four and a Chord, Les Paul.
So what are Bing Crosby's lyrics for it?
Let's see here. That's all standard.
It'd be like the very last line.
According to, okay, well, this one, it just looks like regular. Rudolph, no Sprite. He says Rudy in the last line.
Rudy, the
He says they never
red-nosed.
let poor Rudy join in any reindeer games, but other than that, everything else is the same.
He didn't take artistic
Oh, wait,
liberty.
hold on. No, it is the second to last line. Rudy, the red-beaked reindeer, you'll go down in history.
Why?
I'm telling
I hate
you,
the
it's
sound
classic.
of red-beaked reindeer. I hate that.
It's what I grew up with.
No, I don't care what you
You're
grew up with.
disrespecting my tradition.
You're disrespecting my tradition.
It's my tradition.
Mine. I like Christmas more than you do. Therefore,
Ryan, do you like
Mine.
Beaked or Rudolph more? No, Ryan.
man.
All right, chat, please weigh in. If you're listening to Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, regardless of arrangement or performer, on the second to last line of the song, would you rather be Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, you'll go down in history, or Rudy the Red-Beaked Reindeer, you'll go down in history? Please weigh in and let us know. If you're watching on YouTube, comment down below. If you're listening to us on the audio version, send us an email at this address here. Contact? I don't know what it is. Contact at risethepodcast.com. We must know. We must get to the bottom of this.
It's too bad you couldn't just I wish it was easier just like whip a poll. Like,
I think they do have stuff like that in Twitch. I just don't know how to do it yet. So far, it's 2-0 for the classic version.
the Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer is winning.
Yep.
You are all uncivilized.
You're the troglodyte.
No, Rudy the Red-Beaked Reindeer.
Only a troglodyte would sing Rudy the Red-Beaked Reindeer.
Anyways, Chris.
Here's what we should do. We should just turn the song off before that line comes out, and then nobody will be happy.
There you go. That's true.
I do like Bing though. I really like Bing's voice. He's got a nice voice.
No.
So
I'm
this is
gonna play
Dean Martin,
nothing but-
though.
Dean Martin's got a very nice voice. I feel like that era, most people had really nice voices.
You probably had to be good at singing to be able to be a singer back then.
It's true. And nowadays they're like, auto-tune.
All right, Miss Auto-Tune. Chris,
Yeah.
did you have a couple things for us to do tonight?
I've got one thing now because I wasn't able to finish doing the other thing. So
Got
what
it.
the original plan was, as you can see, there's wrapping paper there. I was going to have you guys compete to wrap some stuff. And what I wanted to do was find intricate wrapping designs and give you guys like 60 seconds to try and do your best to replicate those custom wrap jobs.
Fun.
Dang.
And have you both fail spectacularly.
That
But
probably-
since I was too busy doing 600,000 other things today, trying to fix up the other studio and get the stuff set up for in here, we're not doing that today. Instead, we're going to play a little game called What Was Invented First.
Ooh.
So
do we need the whiteboards for this?
you need the whiteboards for this.
Arrow red or blue?
I'll do red, I guess.
The red-nosed whiteboard or the red beak?
The red nose.
Disrespectful.
I'll take red. Kara strikes like a cobra.
Disrespectful.
What? Oh. You just clonked everyone in existence.
I'm sorry.
Like a true cave woman. No. Now you're making me do it. All right, no horseplay on the set.
Please,
Chris?
that's all this is.
Tell us about the game.
All right, so I can't even remember the conversation we were having, but you had mentioned that like it might be kind of interesting to just talk about different things that were invented before each other.
So here's what I thought was interesting. I remember the conversation. I was watching Seinfeld, and they specifically addressed the fact that for a condiment, they just wish that ketchup could be like mustard, because all the ketchup in the show was just a glass bottle. And I remember that because when you like smacked it on the bottom, it would like create an air pocket and you couldn't get it out. So you'd have to use a knife. And
I'd say that was the secret tech, is you stick the knife in there because it creates a pathway for the air.
Yep. And so I just remember it was always super annoying. And I can't believe it's like, yeah, that's crazy. Earlier in the seasons, Jerry has a car phone. And I was like, the car phone was around before squeeze bottle ketchup. Like, that's absolutely crazy to me. So that was my comparison. I thought that was really fascinating. And a long time ago, we talked about the Big Mac actually came before the Quarter Pounder. I thought that was kind of interesting.
That was like the iconic sandwich.
Yeah, it was. And it was to compete with Burger King, actually. And McDonald's blew them out of the water. The people who started Burger King, I watched The Food That Made America. People who wanted or started Burger King, their whole goal was to beat McDonald's, and they just failed unbelievably.
Specifically the one in Cloquet.
Right? So
shots fired, Cloquet, Burger King, you suck, get it together.
But Burger King started, the guys had the patties that you put on the little conveyor belt, and then they cooked by the time they got done. So like Burger King
it goes over a broiler.
Yeah, it was like fast food. And then they switched.
Well, McDonald's like presses their burgers.
Yeah, it's called a clamshell. I worked at McDonald's.
But
so it's a flat top grill, but then instead of having to flip it over, you get another grill element on the top that just like, it doesn't squish it. It just it's calibrated to the width of the patty.
So it's like a panini grill for burgers.
Yeah, essentially. So it cooks both sides of it. So it cooks faster and cooks evenly.
Nice.
So and cleaning it really, really, really sucks.
Yeah,
It sounds like it.
Well, so it's got a Teflon coating that goes over it. So what you're supposed to do, this is as of like 2004, so who knows how different it is now. But you were supposed to, after each time you use it, you had this squeegee thing, and you have to squeegee it off. And then every couple of hours or so, you had to change the Teflon. Well, so the Teflon clips on the front. There's like these two metal clips that go over it.
Yeah.
Then it's got a metal rod that goes through the Teflon and hooks over the back. So you'd have to unclip it from the front and then take the thing out the back, take the Teflon off, which is, 400 degrees. And then put a new Teflon sheet on there and like wash it and whatever. And like, if you don't wash it right, then you get like little bits that aren't nonstick anymore. So then it starts like tearing the patties and stuff. And
already sounds super annoying. Totally sounds annoying to me.
Pretty terrible.
At Wendy's, we had to.
Hold on 1 second. Hey, Gwen, what's going on? You're on the podcast. Why are you calling me? Not working on Twitch.
What?
No, that's not working for you. It looks like everything's good over here. All right. Well, I appreciate the emergency phone call. Just try refreshing your browser. All right. Good luck.
Give me a close-up, but don't show Kara.
All right. Well, I'll talk to you later.
You didn't see what I wrote, did you?
No. You didn't.
Gwen's at the gym right now trying to watch, and she's mad that she can't watch right now.
That's so funny. So Kara, while she had some downtime, wrote "Let It Snow." If you give me a secret close-up, you can see what I wrote. But just don't show Kara.
I can't. It's out of focus. You got to hold it further back, and it's not big enough.
It says Kara equals troglodyte. All right, we are ready.
I need to erase my board.
Yeah, anyway, so that led me down the rabbit hole of like, okay, let me see if there's like a list of like when things were invented. And there is a hefty Wikipedia page laden with inventions and when they were made.
All right.
So I was just working chronologically forward. I ran out of time. What I wanted to do was 5 inventions from each era that they had listed. Which I broke it down to Paleolithic, Neolithic, Bronze, Iron, Antiquity, and Modern Era.
Hot dang, I'm going to suck at this.
No, that's by design, but So I got through Paleolithic, Neolithic, and Bronze Age. And then I got to today and I was like, so I just picked a couple from each of the last ones.
Fun.
So the most modern invention was from 1776.
Dang.
And the vast majority of them are BCE.
Dang.
Hot dang. Okay,
good luck.
well, let's fail at this together. High five. Yeah.
Chat. So Dave said it's working. Mike says it's good here. Gwen said test. Mike said test worked, nerd. Then Swanky says, why no Mesolithic era? It's in one of these things. It's just the way that the YouTube thing broke it down. I don't know anything about history other than Jeremy belongs in a museum.
So do you, Dr. Jones.
I wish. All right, so write big and bold so I can actually see your answers.
Oh, I will.
I'm a long ways away.
I will write bright big.
Okay, so I'm just gonna randomly sort of pick them from the thing because I like they're from the very oldest to the newest,
okay,
or whatever. But I paired up some that I think would be interesting pairings.
I'm just kidding. So I'm gonna write on one of these. I'm just kidding.
Oh, Swanky's schooling me on how these ages are named. Apparently, nothing was invented in the Mesolithic era. Swanky, duh. Okay, so for the first one, what was invented first? Beds or funerals? Were beds invented first or funerals invented first? And I'll give you the opportunity for a bonus point after you answer your question.
Oops, sorry.
All right, we'll reveal the answers in 3, 2, 1. You both said funerals?
Yeah.
You're both correct. Funerals were invented 100,000 years ago.
What?
100,000 years ago, funerals were invented.
That's
for a bonus point. Where were funerals invented?
Mesopotamia.
You have to write it down, fool.
Oh, I can't spell that.
Get it close enough.
I don't know.
Ah, crap.
Hold
I guess
on,
I should keep
hold
score.
on. I have no idea. Just gonna go with this. Oh, what? What did you write? Oh.
Recipe. Kara, what did you write?
Egypt.
They were invented in Israel.
Dang it, that was gonna be my guess, and then I changed it to friggin' Egypt.
What would end up becoming Israel, obviously 100,000 years ago, is the Israel area. So the areas that are given are either the modern equivalents or they were well enough known areas of the time that you know where it is.
Makes sense.
I again just pulled it straight from there. I didn't choose how they named it.
I was literally gonna guess Israel, and then I was like, what?
Yeah. Said I would argue that the soft moss on the ground counts as a bed. Maybe moss didn't exist 100,000 years ago.
Yeah, Cam.
Okay, so all square, one apiece. I got to do something to keep track of this here. Do I have?
How did I cheat?
You peaked.
I had written down funerals before I peaked.
All right, guys. What was invented first? Spears or pigments? Spears or pigments? Which was invented first? You guys ready?
No, I know what she's gonna. We're gonna end up picking the same thing.
All right, and 3, 2, 1. Pigments and
Pigments.
Okay. You're correct. Pigments were invented 400,000 years ago. Spears were invented 300,000 years ago.
Wow.
Where were spears invented?
Where were spears, not pigment?
Spears. If you want, we can go for pigment after this too, because I have the locations for both. I'm just sort of randomly picking them.
Okay.
All right, and 3, 2, 1.
North America.
North America.
Egypt.
Spears were invented in Germany.
What?
For real?
Yep. The old. So again, this is according to Wikipedia, and these are the oldest known examples of this technology.
I mean, leave it to Germany to come up with something new. Just saying.
All right.
Or
So do you
something
guys,
murder.
or actually, so we'll do this for no points.
Something to muck duck.
But pigments were invented in Zambia.
Oh. I would have never got that.
Nope. So it's not even worth even have tried that.
All right. What was invented first? Shoes or arrows? Shoes or arrows?
I can't see yours, so don't think I'm cheating on you.
Ha.
And I wrote first, so
All right. And we'll reveal the answers. 3, 2, 1. Got arrows and shoes. Oh, it's different. It was arrows. Arrows were invented 60 to 70,000 years ago.
did you know I was going to write arrows? Is
Shoes
that why?
only 45,000 years ago.
What did they do with their feet?
Don't you think they worried more about killing
Don't you?
things
I
first
think the
before?
moss stuck to the bottom of their feet counted as shoes.
You have to be moving pretty slow if moss is sticking to your feet.
Ah.
All right. Where were shoes invented? It's a pretty broad range, so I'll give credit for a lot of different stuff. All right. 3, 2, 1. Germany and
Did you write Germany?
Yeah.
So did I.
I'm going to give credit for both of those. They were invented in the Eurasian area.
No kidding. Kara's such a cheater.
I have this up here. How am I supposed? And if you wouldn't be like, hey, Kara, look what I'm writing. And I wrote first. So.
All right. So far, has this felt easy or not?
No, it's
easy?
fun. It's the right
good.
amount of intelligence.
Okay.
Hold your thing up away from me. Troglodytes these days. Jeez.
Mike says they say they had tougher skin in the Paleolithic era, so they probably didn't need shoes as badly.
There you go.
All right, guys, what was invented first? Rope or the flute?
This I'm probably going to get wrong.
All right, let's see the answers in 3, 2, 1. Got rope and the flute. The flute was invented 35,000 years ago. Rope was invented 28,000 years
Don't you need a rope to hold the reed on the flute?
No, it's so flutes.
Rope specifically is defined as being made of smaller bits of twine or string.
Got it. Well, of course, that
The
couldn't
flute,
come out
all you need
until
to do for a flute is take like a reed
Yeah.
or something, hollow it out, put holes in it, and like a blowhole.
That's exactly what it was too. Where was the flute invented?
Expert on a blowhole.
Excuse you?
What'd you do?
Where was the flute invented, guys?
Where was the flute invented?
Yep. All right, and 3, 2, 1.
Egypt.
Scotland.
It was invented in Germany.
I was gonna say Germany.
I was too, but I was like, no, not 3. And it's like when you're doing a test, and it's like you do like 3 A's in a row. You're like, this is wrong.
All right, this is the last one for the Paleolithic era, guys.
Okay.
What was invented first? The domestication of dogs or bread? All right, 3, 2, 1.
Dogs.
Okay, dogs for both.
Dogs.
Bread was invented 14,500 years ago. Dogs were domesticated 23,000 years ago.
I should have known you use the bread to domesticate the
No,
dog.
bread's older. I did it backwards so you guys would feel disappointed.
Dogs are older.
Wait, do we
Yeah,
want?
you got it right. I just
right.
said it backwards because you guys are telegraphing
Oh,
things.
I thought I was wrong. I thought you'd use the bread to domesticate the dogs.
Use bones, yo.
All right.
This isn't
Here's
Minecraft.
what you do. You kill your foes, you take the bones, you feed the dogs.
Who domesticated dogs first?
You know who makes the majority of the world's police dogs, right? Germany.
Yeah.
Get out of here.
It was in Siberia.
What?
The husky. You did this on purpose.
You did. You
Did what on purpose?
Germany, and then Siberia. Because you could have did Siberia, then Germany.
I mean, you guys,
could've,
you got to
I
play the
didn't-
game, not the game master.
Right.
Okay, we're into the Neolithic age. We have moved forward 7,000 years.
Wow.
Nothing else interesting happened for 7,000.
You got dogs and bread. What else do you need? And arrows and shoes.
All right. What was invented first? The wheel or rowing oars? The wheel or rowing oars? All right, 3, 2, 1. What have we got? Oars and oars. The wheel was invented 3,500 to 4,000 BCE. Oars were invented nearly 5,000 BCE. So oars is the correct answer.
We were right. People have been boating forever.
Yep.
Where were oars invented? Remember that Germany's a landlocked area.
Oh,
3, 2, 1, go. Norway and
Egypt.
They were invented in China.
Freaking A. I am going to get Egypt right one of these times.
You will be right eventually.
So I'm just going to keep on freaking writing Egypt for freaking everything.
Well, I think some of them won't make sense for Egypt.
Yes, it will.
where did snowballs get invented?
Egypt, yo.
No,
in
Kara.
the mountains.
No mountains in Egypt.
All right. What was invented first? Paved roads or plumbing?
Okay.
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Paved roads
Roads.
and in Rome.
All right. Plumbing was invented 4,000 BCE. Paved roads were invented 4,000 BCE.
So to say, my thought was they would probably use like the same technique for paving roads as they would for making plumbing, because plumbing was open at the time, wasn't it? It wasn't like underground,
an
like dug.
aqueduct.
Yeah.
Or
So
a
it would have been the
bath.
same type of,
Construction.
yeah.
I definitely thought that plumbing was far more modern than paved roads. That was my initial thought.
I knew it was probably around the same time because like I've been in Rome and they've got like
Roads and that's why I
Yeah.
put Rome in the answer because I knew that's where we were going next.
All right, well,
I would guess
who invented plumbing?
Italy, Rome, whatever.
Italy.
Plumbing?
Plumbing?
Italy.
I'd go the same, yeah.
Babylonia.
Is that near Italy?
Babylon?
Yep.
Hot dang. Okay.
Well,
it's
so
not.
who invented paved roads?
Italy.
Iraq. So
Started
good
with an
job
I.
on not getting either of those points. All right, guys, what was invented first? Irrigation or alcohol fermentation? Swanky says Mount Sinai is in Egypt, so you definitely could invent a snowball in Egypt.
Boom, loser. Boom.
Loser. She's so violent.
I love you.
All right, irrigation or alcohol? What was invented first? In 3, 2, 1.
Alcohol.
Alcohol, irrigation.
Alcohol.
Alcohol was invented in 7,000 BCE. Irrigation in 6,000 BCE.
How do you grow your crops without irrigating them?
Wait, did you say irrigation?
Yeah.
People have been drinking longer than that, yo.
All right, who were the first people to booze it up?
I don't know.
Germany.
I didn't ask who the best were. I asked who the first were.
Right?
All right, 3, 2, 1.
Egyptians.
England.
Oh, I lost it. There, China.
China's big at booze?
China
Sucky.
figured out how to ferment alcohol first.
Sake, yo.
That's Japanese, I believe.
All right.
It's fine.
What's older, the domesticated horse or the dog sled?
If I'm wrong, I have a
He'll eat his shoes.
no. I have a thesis or
What
a
is this?
hypothesis.
Okay. Well, so answer 3, 2, 1.
Horse.
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 Except Jeremy spelled horse with 2 E's.
Horsey.
Horsey.
The horse was first domesticated in 3,500 BCE. The dog sled was created in 7,000 BCE.
Ooh.
So you have a bias. I think the second one seems to always be the older one. I think.
That is not the case even at all.
I think it is. But we'll see.
Okay.
It's on tape.
I suppose you can look at it if you want. All right, this is the last Neolithic one. What was invented first? A diamond mine or silk garments? Were people mining for diamonds or wearing silk first? All right, 3, 2, 1. Silk.
Silk.
So silk garments appeared in 3630 BCE, very precise for some reason. Diamond mines first appeared in 4000 BCE.
Dang. That's
How
not
did
bad.
they bust up diamonds and crap?
I don't know.
Other diamonds.
Rocks.
Yeah, hardness does not mean brittleness.
No, hardness, like the harder something is, typically the more brittle it is.
She was homeschooled. Hardness is how easy something's scratched. There's a whole scale all about it, but it does not eat brittleness. Diamond is a 10. Iron is 5.5.
It's
You
sheer
can
ability.
use a hammer to smash a diamond. Hardness does not equal brittleness.
Okay.
So they used iron to probably mine the.
Okay.
Who
So
were the first people blinging it out with their diamonds?
Where was it invented?
That's the question. Or did you say where? It was in 4000 BCE.
Oh, you didn't say where though.
That's the question. That's
Got it. I'm very generic here. I'm ready.
okay. 3, 2, 1.
Africa.
Egypt.
Neither are on the right continent. It was
How's
India.
this? It was what?
India.
Oh,
They're known for their diamonds, actually.
are they?
Yep.
Whenever I think diamonds, I feel like I think Africa. I don't know.
Africa is also known for diamonds. All right, that ends the Neolithic Age. It's only a 2-point game, guys.
Am I winning?
Yes. All right, we're into the Bronze Age. What was invented first? Papyrus or puppets? While you're writing that, Swanky chimes in, South Asia and Southeast Asia are loaded with gems.
Oh. I guess
All
I
right.
need to move there. Just kidding.
There'd be more gems then.
Papyrus or puppets? What was invented first? 3, 2, 1. Puppets.
Papyrus.
Puppets were first invented in 2500 BCE. Papyrus, 3000 BCE.
Now it's a 3-point game.
All right, I'm not going to give you the easy one. Where were puppets invented?
Pretty sure they covered this in The Sound of Music.
This is really funny.
Whoops.
My marker is just not dark enough.
Switch it.
What, you think the red's gonna show up better?
It will.
All right, sorry. So you've got Germany and Germany.
Yep.
Puppets were invented in the Indus Valley.
Where's that?
The Indus Valley is like in South Asia, sort of.
We don't
Northwestern regions of South Asia. I'll pull up a map.
We got that. We did that one real good.
It's like Middle Eastern,
Okay. Well,
if that makes sense.
we suck.
All right. Papyrus and puppets. Blam. All right. This is the one that I think is my favorite. What was invented first? The comb or the ruler?
The comb or the ruler?
Yeah, the comb or the ruler. Oh, Swanky's got a guess. All right, and 3, 2, 1. Got comb and comb. The comb was invented in 3000 BCE. The ruler in 2650 BCE.
So we won.
You got it right.
So here's why I said the comb, but I thought it was interesting because a comb has graduated even marks. So does a ruler, but
Yeah,
Well,
so
like the
basically a
original
comb is just a
comb,
ruler
not
with like
necessarily.
staggered. Yeah.
yes.
that's-
I mean, the comb didn't necessarily have even staggered. It could just been like,
A dingle hopper.
yeah, exactly.
That's a fork, Jeremy.
You mean like the railing on the second floor?
yeah, exactly.
All right.
They clearly did not have a ruler. When
Whose hair was so unruly they invented the comb?
Do we know this person?
Yeah, it was.
Wait, it's
it
an
was
actual
Jeremy.
person?
No, it's a people.
Oh.
3, 2, 1. All right, what do you got?
Ireland.
Egyptians.
It was Persia.
I was
I've
closer than
watched
Jeremy for what it's
300,
worth.
and the main guy is bald, so I disagree.
Yes, all Persians are bald, Jeremy.
The guy in 300 was.
Mike says someone get these guys a paper towel. I don't know what happened to the erasers. They were down at the other studio.
I didn't bring them. I brought this and this and nothing. My hand is orange. Looks like I had Cheetos for dinner.
But you did have Doritos.
But that is unrelated. This is all marker.
Ryan, do you want to run into the other room and grab a paper towel off that shelf?
Is it really bothering you guys that much?
No, it's just trying to be nice. So we can actually have a clean board. I'll take it because my hand is orange. I don't want to ruin my Christmas sweater.
Well, he's doing that. What was invented first? Rhinoplasty or the chariot?
Rhinoplasty
Is nose job.
Yep. Am I being tricky? Or is it more clever than you thought?
Man, if they were doing rhinoplasty back then, hot dang.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Chariot.
Chariot.
All right. Rhinoplasty, 2,500 BCE. The chariot, 2000 BCE.
Are you serious? What were they doing? Just taking hammers and going, kaboom! Rhinoplasty, yo!
All right, well, so who was
whose
so
nose-
dissatisfied with their noses that they invented rhinoplasty?
Persians. Just kidding.
All right.
Merci beaucoup.
All right, and 3, 2, 1. Germany, China. It was Egypt. The chariot was invented in Russia, for what it's worth.
What?
The chariot was invented in Russia, for what it's worth.
Really? I would have guessed the chariot in Egypt for sure. I don't even know.
They're gonna.
Funny.
But how? Oh, your cousin busted that out today. I told her that's your favorite one. Your favorite reel. I am so mad. I'm so mad. I'm so mad.
I was hoping that you would guess Egypt so you could finally stop guessing Egypt.
Is that really the only one that was Egypt?
No, there's a few that are Egypt.
Oh, well, I'm just going to keep guessing Egypt from now on. I thought for sure the Chinese would be the ones on the up and up with that. I hate myself.
All right, what was invented first? Public sewers or receipts? All right. And 3, 2, 1. Got sewers and receipts. Oh, interesting. We finally get another split. The public sewer system was first installed in 2600 BCE. Receipts, 3000 BCE.
Really?
Yep.
How do you know, Jeremy?
I did a paper in high school on receipts.
Lies. You lying troglodyte.
I'm gonna get the next one right. Where were receipts invented?
Where were receipts invented?
Can you signal me the answer, Chris?
No. I'll give you a hint. It's Sandy.
Okay, here we go.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Egypt. Close. Iraq.
Oh, I should have known. I've been there.
Yeah, because that's what they
Does
cover
it-
when you're in Iraq. Did you know that here in Iraq they invented the receipt?
It'd be interesting.
Yeah, so Swanky also got it right, and he said cuneiform was basically invented to be receipts, which is correct.
I love how smart our people are.
All right, last Bronze Age question. What was invented first? Scissors or the dictionary?
Are you serious?
Yep.
All right, and a 3, 2, 1. Oh, another split. Nice, Jeremy.
Surprised you didn't drop bone on there, Jeremy.
Well, if Jeremy had used a dictionary, he'd been able to use one from 2500 BCE. If Kara wanted to cut that K out, she wouldn't be able to do it until 1500 BCE.
For real?
The dictionary was first.
Is it tied or am I still down by
You're
one?
down by one.
You're down by one. So, where were scissors invented? Oh, Swanky said I went to college to study archaeology, lots of anthropology, history, and geography.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Dr. Swanky Quivernal Jones.
Seriously.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Germany. They were invented in Egypt.
Are you serious?
I'm done.
Are they really Egypt? What are they doing with scissors in
Cutting
Egypt?
papyrus. Doing nose jobs.
Apparently.
Let me just get in there really quick. Edward Scissorhands style. They just added Edward Scissorhands to Disney Plus. In case anybody cared.
So you said Persia, the first place with a comb. Comb plus scissors. You invented cosmetology.
Right?
Well, add in a rock and you made the first game.
All right. This is the one from the Iron Age. What was invented first? The crossbow or coins?
What are you putting?
I don't know. What are you putting?
All right, 3, 2, 1. Coins. Well, you could buy a crossbow with coins, but not until 50 years after the crossbow was invented.
Dang! I did the tappy to make you think I was writing
That's
more.
what I thought.
But you still wrote coins, you troglodyte.
Yeah, because I thought you were writing crossbow.
So, just for clarity, crossbow is older.
Yeah, because you can't buy it.
Just so Chad's participating, so. All right. Where was the crossbow invented?
What are you putting?
I don't know. What are you putting?
All right, 3, 2, 1. England. What's Egypt?
Egypt.
They were invented in China.
I actually knew that.
You totally spelled Egypt wrong.
It looked like EV something. That's what I was trying to.
EYGPT.
I didn't have a dictionary.
All right, we've moved on to antiquity. We're almost to the plus side of the Common Era versus BCE. What was invented first, guys? The pen or the catapult? Not quite the sword. The pen or the catapult?
So are we talking about a pen like with ink inside, or like are we talking about dip it in ink and draw? Right.
I'd say a fountain pen.
No, fountain pen's that was like way later.
Yeah, that's what. So you're talking about like a quill and ink,
Well, not necessarily. No,
or like just something to dip
like
in
that.
ink. Huh?
Something like that.
Okay.
Because if I told you what they were made out of, you would know exactly where they're from.
What are you gonna write, Jeremy?
I don't know. I'm waiting for you to write.
The catapult or the pen? In 3, 2.
Hold on.
1, go.
Catapult.
Catapult, pen. All right, the pen was invented in 400 BCE. The catapult, 485 BCE.
Jeremy tied it up.
All right, as much as I want to talk about who's launching stuff at what, where were pens invented?
This is for a bonus point.
This is a bonus. Yeah, 3, 2, 1, go. China. Pens, first made out of reeds,
In friggin' Egypt!
were invented in Egypt. So I just want to point out that papyrus, Egypt, scissors, Egypt, pen, Egypt.
So they're stationary.
Right, exactly. Like, oh, you need a desk kit. Here you go. Go to Egypt.
Super funny. I can't believe every time it's been Egypt, you've guessed not Egypt.
I'm just gonna write not Egypt on here.
I don't know. Well, now that you said, if you would have done that and not said that, I probably would have given you points for cleverness.
He's the game's master.
Okay. What was invented first? The astrolabe
The what?
The astrolabe.
What's that?
Okay, and I'll Google it so I make sure they get the definition right.
Okay.
It's a navigational tool.
Okay.
An astrolabe is an instrument used to make astronomical measurements, typically of altitudes of celestial bodies, and in navigation for calculating latitude before the development of the sextant. That might be a clue. Anyway.
I know what a sextant is. I've seen Master and Commander.
Was the astrolabe invented before or after glass blowing? Astrolabe or glass blowing?
You know what I'm writing,
I already wrote my thing down.
cheater.
Everybody's saying I'm not erasing, so boom.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Astroblade?
Is that what you said?
Astrolabe.
Oh.
Like the two S's.
I thought you said astrolabe for what it's worth. LATHE. I was like,
You're both wrong. Wait, no, you're both right. I'm sorry. You're both right. Astrolabe was invented 200 BCE. Glass blowing only 37 BCE.
Here's my thought process. I thought, well, you need glass to make the astrolabe thing.
no, you'd probably make it out of metal.
But we watched the Vikings TV show, and they used a bowl of water and a rock or like a piece of wood to use to navigate. They could go straight east or west with that. So I thought, well, you don't need glass. That was my thought process.
All right. Well, who invented glass blowing?
I swear.
Three, two, one. China, not Egypt/China.
Why would you say China?
It was Jerusalem.
Israel?
Yeah, well, I mean, whatever. It says Jerusalem specifically on there.
So if I'd written Israel, would you have accepted it?
Yeah, probably.
Because, I mean,
Because
Jerusalem
if
is in
it's in the
Israel.
same general area, yeah, it was like whatever name you want to give it. If you would have said Middle East, I probably would have given credit for it. Okay, this is the last one of antiquity. These are the first pairing coming CE, not BCE. What was invented first? The number 0 or vending machines?
No.
All right, 3, 2, 1. The number 0 was invented in 500. Vending machines were invented around the year 100.
Are you for real?
Yep.
How do you vend? How? Was it ran by a person?
Right? There's like just a person sitting inside a
I think that's
box.
called
You
a
drop it
store.
and trying to hand out a drink. What?
I think that's called a store. A vending machine run by a person.
Yeah. How would it work? How would they
I don't know. I didn't. Here, let me look.
We should like make our own like 100 AD or whatever vending machine.
History. The earliest known reference to a vending machine is the work of the hero of Alexandria, an engineer and mathematician of the first century Roman Egypt. Oops, well, we're not doing that now. His machine accepted a coin and then dispensed holy water. There's a holy water vending machine.
Oh my god. Okay.
Okay, so when the coin was deposited, it fell on a pan attached to a lever. The lever opened a valve, which let water flow out. The pan continued to tilt with the weight of the coin until it fell off, at which when a counterweight snapped the lever up and turned off the valve. That's how it worked.
Wow.
That's dirty though.
That's
like,
impressive.
You must pay for holy water.
So I guess we have to do the easier of the two. Who invented 0? This is the only one that I knew before this.
This looks like really crappy writing, but just note that I did not look when I wrote it.
3, 2, 1.
It says Egypt.
Okay, Egypt and
Persia, I think it says.
Persians.
It was India.
Frickin' A.
Isn't that close enough for me?
Excuse you. No.
They're touching.
No, who cares if they're touching? Are you going to say that we're Canadians? Our state touches Canada.
You zoom out enough. We are practically Canadian.
Are we though?
We have their accent and their moose.
Do you want to be considered Canadian?
I know. What's wrong with that?
A sap-sucking puck slapper?
No, Kara.
What?
Dang.
You learn such language.
Apologies to everybody from Canada.
Yeah,
I'm
no
just kidding.
All right. We're
nothing
now
wrong with Canada.
well into the modern era. What was invented first? The newspaper or the telescope?
Can I sing a little Queen? Galileo, Galileo, Galileo Figaro.
Magnifico.
Great. Now she just got it copyrighted.
You started it.
All right. 3, 2.
Hold on. Okay.
All right. Go. Telescope.
Newspaper.
The telescope was invented in 1608. The newspaper in 1605.
3 years.
That's the closest gap of any of these. All right, this is the last one I did for the modern era. If you want, we can just look at some times that things were invented after the. Oh, sorry. Who invented the newspaper?
Who invented the newspaper?
Yep.
Oh, what?
Yeah, like what area, what region invented the newspaper? Oh, interesting. Both of your answers are technically part of what this was.
Was it the Germanic era or area or whatever?
Well, I didn't look specifically enough. They were both part of the Holy Roman Empire, though, which is the area that it gave as. So I suppose I'm going to give you both credit for it.
Why does she get credit?
Because they're both part of the thing that I said. It's like if you said it was invented in Minnesota and the thing said United States, you know.
Boom.
Kara's got sympathy points.
So did you.
Yeah. You
I
didn't
think-
say the Holy Roman Empire, did you? At one point, Rome basically was Europe.
You're Europe.
I am European.
All right, this is the last one. What was invented first? The mechanical air compressor or refrigeration? So I will take a second. If you want to change your answers, I'll allow it. This is not like putting a piece of ice in a box with something refrigeration. This is like what would lead to modern refrigeration. So what would lead to modern air compressors and what would lead to modern refrigerators?
I'll keep it.
Okay. Okay. So refrigeration and refrigeration. Refrigeration was first invented in 1755. Where the air compressor would come later in 1776. So it's still a 1-point game.
Wait, I thought I got one right that Jeremy didn't recently.
I just won.
He had tied it, and then you got ahead.
Oh,
again.
I didn't realize he tied it.
Yeah, because I'm
Yep.
smart.
SMRT, right, Jeremy?
Yep.
Okay. Where was refrigeration invented? Ooh, we got a clip of Kara being salty to Canadians from Brad. Thank you.
Yay!
And he called it pucks fired.
That's hilarious.
Where was refrigeration?
Yep.
Don't do me dirty. I hope we have different answers. That's all.
All right, 3, 2, 1. Got Germany and Egypt. You guys are hilarious. It was invented in Scotland.
You keep spelling Egypt wrong.
All right, if we
If
want to give
everybody
Jeremy one more
knows,
chance,
it
we want to
is-
let Kara win.
It is EGYPT.
Yep, and
Yeah.
you definitely have spelled it EYGPT
Because
twice
I'm
now.
edgy. I'm funny. It keeps people.
He's like, Egypt.
Look, Brad,
it's Egypt.
Brad, we did a short on Brickable. I don't know if you're on Brickable or not. We did a short. I built the Advent Calendar Razor Crest. I built it wrong. The video got 3,000 views telling me I built it wrong. If you make a mistake, people can't resist to call you out on it.
Wait, you made a mistake?
Yeah.
And people called you out on it.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
When was this?
It's in the video if you actually
the
watched it.
first Advent calendar short we did.
I didn't line the windows up with the back of the airplane.
Yeah, he just totally skipped a whole piece.
So did people really go on there like, you built it wrong?
Yeah, no, that's literally like the first 4 comments is you built it wrong.
You built it wrong, you built it wrong, you built it wrong, you built it wrong. By doing that, if people are watching, they'll be, good and bad series, right? We've been getting comments. Somebody yelled at us on episode 4. We did a video. Episode 4 is a terrible Star Wars movie. Somebody's like, it's the best one. You guys are crazy.
And I'm like, dude, I agree with you. I love episode 4.
If you watch the video, it's clearly the case, but people just want to correct you.
They don't want to listen. Like, actually, with the Razor Crest, you were actually wrong.
No, but I meant to be wrong.
Did you though?
No.
Exactly.
I actually made a mistake.
Surprise, surprise.
No, give us one more bonus point.
All right, so the best
One
Jeremy
more
can do
chance.
is tie.
No. Give it worth 2 points.
No.
Yes. This is worth double. Everybody does double Jeopardy. Even Jeopardy does double points.
All right, I'm going to pick something brand new that I haven't even looked at, and it's not going to be a comparison. I'm just going to ask, this is the Price is Right question. You get one, it's going to be worth 100 points. You get minus 1 point from that 100 points for each year you are off from the year of invention.
Oh my gosh. I don't like this.
Completely relegating all previous rounds moot.
I look like Steve Jobs, but
But poorer. Okay, I got to find a good one.
poorer. Way poorer.
All right, what year was the piano invented?
I'm so off.
All right, what are our answers? 1568, 1250.
I had 1500 down.
The first piano was invented in 1709.
Oh, dang. Before that, it was like the tinkly sounding one, I
the
think.
harpsichord and a
Yep,
bunch
the
of other stuff.
harpsichord.
The first piano was crafted in 1709. So Kara wins by 300 points. You tried, Jeremy.
I tried.
That was the fairest way I could think of doing it.
That was very fair. That was very fair. She won fair.
I'm
and
impressed
square.
that you knew about the harpsichord, though, Chris.
I actually got stuck behind one on Thursday down a chute. So that's
Wait, how did you get stuck behind a harpsichord?
because I was trying to get we were doing a recording of something and
yeah.
they used the harpsichord during the performance. And then they
Harpsichord is
moved
very
it and then I was like
interesting
trapped
sounding.
behind it and I didn't want to touch it because it looked old.
Yeah, harpsichords are interesting. They sound weird. Like, and they're cool in a certain, like, in their own right, but
from a
they're-
certain point of view.
Yeah, they're interesting.
Oh, Mike says, have a great night. Time for Warzone. You guys are great. Thanks, Mike.
Ah, thanks.
Then Swanky says, Lego's generations deep of super serious. You will get called out.
Well, who was it that called us out for saying Legos instead of Lego?
A couple of different people. Have.
Wait, how did my volume get turned up?
You troglodyte.
Me, you're the troglodyte, you
had a
troglodyte.
story, but I don't know.
The
what
volume
happened
button
to
was
it.
on Jeremy's side for what it's worth.
You know those TikTok videos where people like fall randomly into a guitar and it like plays the song?
Yeah.
So that's what Jeremy's butt did that to Kara's volume.
Probably.
So, okay, I have a couple of stories, actually. All right, I got time to tell them, too. All right, so first and foremost, that's how rude. Just kidding. First and foremost, I saw a reel I would love to see Kara recreate. They took 3 different types of musicians. Somebody who makes like synthesized music, and they had a piano player, and then they had like a singer, and they played a beat, like a metronome. So then they had them click to the metronome in time. Then they silenced the music
To see who could.
to see who could.
You just sped up.
And then, are you serious?
You did.
Yeah, you weren't even close on half of them.
Dang. Anyways, and then they had the music come back on to see. It was really interesting.
I've seen those.
And so I want you to do it sometime.
I actually have a story about that too. So I follow a couple of different musicians and music theory channels on YouTube, and a couple of different ones have talked about how like for doing rhythm training, you're supposed to start a metronome at a certain beat, let it go for whatever, and then for 1 minute you have to keep that beat
no way.
or whatever, and then it'll pop back on, and then it'll like see where you are.
A lot of times you'll speed up.
No. You see, whenever I would clap as a kid, like to a song and people start clapping, I would speed up because I'd end up on a half. And everybody else would be clapping, and then I'd be like the off guy, and I always felt stupid, so I don't clap because
So
of
I play the bass, and the bass is a
Rhythm instrument.
rhythm instrument. So you'd think I should have decent tempo. You'd think. I could be wrong.
Anyways, so guess what else I read?
What?
Words.
I have read tons and tons of like today I effed ups and whatever on Reddit. Like, you know, people doing things they're not supposed to be doing and having to go to the doctor because something went up their butt. And no one owns it. They always make up a story. But this one took the cake. What are you doing, Kara? Don't point at me. Anyways, it's extremely inappropriate. Get out of here. Somebody went to the doctor in England with a 55 millimeter live World War II mortar up their butt.
Dang.
So
What was the explanation they gave?
they tripped on it.
Oh yeah, I tripped on it. Just somehow I was naked. I tripped and it went up my butthole.
I like looking at relic munitions in the nude. What of it?
So the doctor
I mean,
had
how
to
lubed
call.
up would that have had to have been?
The doctor had to call the bomb squad. And the doctor had to tell the bomb squad how to remove the bomb out of his butt. And then some of the comments absolutely slayed. Somebody said, I love seeing someone enjoy history. Maybe a little too much. And there was a whole bunch of other witty ones, but it was hilarious. I was reading through it and I was like, this cannot be real, 100% real. Yeah.
Oh my
How? Like,
gosh.
can you imagine being the bomb squad being called up like, hey, yeah, so we have a bomb you need to remove from this dude's butt?
No, we have a bomb. We need to remove it. Well, where is it? It's in someone's butt.
I mean, I'd be like, that's beyond my scope of practice. Okay, bye.
So yeah, it was
Talk about a hurt locker, right?
Seriously, like, we're just gonna have to detonate it. We'll put him under the dome.
But just over his butt, not over the rest of it.
It's like the guy who does the firecracker or the bottle rocket from his butt and always like scorches their little butt.
It's like reverse Taco Bell.
Yeah. So that one I thought was absolutely hilarious.
How? Why? Like, what? Like, I want to know what was going through his head when he was like, I'm going to take this World War II mortar and...
I'm gonna steal Cam's joke. Talk about explosive diarrhea.
Yes!
Cam also wants to know if you're doing any live stream games tonight.
Yeah, totally, I can. Yeah.
She wasn't planning on it, but she is now.
I'll go against, as Jeremy would say, the Szechuan warrior.
How do you say his name then?
I can't remember. She chai chu cha chu cha cha cha.
It ends with an M.
I watch a guy who does video game playthroughs, and he just called him the Szechuan Warrior.
I mean, you can call him whatever you want. It's just a matter of whether or not you're accurate.
I'm not accurate.
Just like a stormtrooper.
Oh, funny. But yeah, so that one was really, that just cracked me up because I'm just, and a lot of people were saying, I'm not proud to be British. What would Ted Lasso say about that?
He would say something very witty and very funny.
He's like, when I was growing up.
Be curious, not judgmental.
Right? Lord.
That's what you all are
crap.
doing.
There's something that was going to...
Yeah, I think you could be judgmental of a dude who takes a mortar and shoves it up his butt.
He tripped.
Was that your first or your second story?
That was both. That was...
Okay.
I forgot what my other story was. What are you doing with that? No, and then all right, well, we got to talk about Star Wars because we're a Star Wars podcast.
Are we though? Are we really? I mean, sure in name, but in practice,
Well, I mean, the last 3 Star Wars movies were Star Wars movies in name.
That's true.
Everybody's been asking me, when's Mando come out? When's Mando come out? And it's like, not for a while. We got to watch the Book of Boba Fett. So are we all excited about the Book of Boba Fett?
Nope.
What do you mean no?
Obviously, that was a stupid question.
Okay, I was going to say, what? What happened that you're not excited?
Obviously, I'm excited. Pfft, morons. I'm just kidding.
Actually, I can tell another really quick little story. So we haven't released it yet, but a while ago we bought a Lego from Daniel Logan, who
Are we going to build it?
played young Boba Fett. There's nothing really to build. No, we're not going to build that. But we're going to say we bought it. I want to do a video saying, we bought a Lego from Boba Fett. Anyway, so Daniel
Didn't
Logan.
we make that video already?
I don't think it's come out. If we made
Okay.
it.
I'll have to go and try and find it then.
But anyways, like a cobra.
Do cobras stick pens in your ear?
Just kidding. Anyways, so he does this. Go to Facebook and go to Bounty Boxes, search for it, and there's a private. It's a private group.
Yeah, I was gonna say you had to be accepted into it.
But he just randomly does live videos.
Jeremy made him laugh the other day.
Where he auctions off
his stuff,
his collection. But I think he keeps buying stuff.
Yeah.
And he just like auctions stuff off. So I jumped in and I was out of what was going on. So when we bought the Legos, you just bid in comments. So somebody'd be like 25 and then you'd be like 35 and he would keep track of what's what. And then if you had the highest offer, he'd say going once, going twice, whatever. And it was really, really fun. And he would like do cards and give you half off and all these fun games. So he did a wheel. And so you had to pre-buy this.
He does the wheel like all the time.
So you had to pre-buy a spot on the wheel. So it's like $10 for a spot, and then you could win like a $100 autograph or a $200 autograph. Mm-hmm. And so then what he does to make it like add a little bit of randomness into it, he'll ask you to throw out a number. And what he does is he turns the wheel that many times, then spins it. So it's like not rigged, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
So I had no idea. I'd never watched this style before. So I hop on and he's asking people to give out numbers. And everybody's like 4 and 7. So I love the number 28. So I'm just like, 28. And he looks and he goes, okay, a 4, click, click, click. And he goes, all right. And then 28. He goes, Jeremy, what's wrong with you? Why 28? And I was like, I have no idea what's going on. I just thought we were shouting out numbers. So he legitimately like laughed on the live stream. He's like, no, I gotta move the wheel that many times. So he's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he goes around 28 times before he finally spins it. He's like, and then so somebody else typed out 96 and he goes, nope, Jeremy ruined it. Never above 20 ever again. So that was really, really cool.
You forced a rule onto somebody else's live
It's because
stream.
of Jeremy, there are rules.
Nice try. But he is such a funny, kind person. He
truly
donates a lot of stuff. The guy who played Boba Fett in
the Bespin scene.
So in Empire Strikes Back, he just announced publicly that he has stage 4 cancer. Mm-hmm. So that was really sad. So he's doing a little thing like a live stream or a charity stream or something for that actor. And but go check it out. Bounty Boxes on Facebook. That one's really, really fun. So we've bought some things in the past from him, and it's really cool. On average, his streams have like 30 to 40 people only, so you get a ton of engagement with him.
Yeah, he's super cool.
Yeah.
Like I was the one who bought like when the bidding on the Legos and stuff, and he'd be like, oh, and it's Kara again, and it's Kara again.
And he's like, Jeremy should take Kara's credit card away.
Right. Nah, he was the one telling me to bid. And then like I got in the beginning of one of his streams, and he was shouting out names like who was there, and he's like, and Kara Manthy's here, and I was like, yeah. And he's liked pictures of mine on Instagram.
He's stalking you is what you're saying. What a creep.
I mean, wouldn't you? I'm just kidding.
So that was really kind of fun. So yeah, I recommend checking that out. He does some cool stuff. He has auctioned away Legos from his collection, autographs from his collection, costume props, pieces. This last one was all of his autographs.
Everything.
Yeah, figurines. If figurines are your thing, like the
like even the retro stuff. Yeah.
Oh yeah, he did a whole thing on action figures. Mm-hmm. He did a whole thing, auctioned off a bunch of action figures.
It's a lot of fun.
So I literally think he buys Star Wars merch and just sits on it for years, and then he puts it up on these auctions.
And if it's Boba Fett stuff, most of the time he'll autograph it. Sometimes he'll be like just like whip an autograph on it as everybody's bidding on it. And stuff.
It's kind of fun.
Cool.
So, yeah, he's a really, really, really neat guy. Really fun.
All right, so
did they finally made a young Boba Funko Pop?
Did they?
And he's really happy about it. So
I think I want to meet him next Star Wars Celebration if he's there. Like during the first Star Wars Celebration, we were waiting in line for, I think it was Ashley, Matt, James, those three. And like while we were waiting in line, you would sometimes see him like pull the curtains aside and like peek out and look around. Mm-hmm. He just seems really cool. Yep.
I'm glad that you had a positive experience.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was trying to set up the next thing that I wanted to get into real quick. I don't know, like, Jeremy, have I mentioned how good the Beatles doc is on?
Yes, you called me and told me it was fantastic. What? Beatles documentary. So on Disney Plus, Chris.
Yep. So it's just like, for anybody that has Disney Plus and has interest in watching it, like, so it's basically just like a ton of footage from them trying to make an album and do a live performance thing. It's really, really interesting. I thought apparently some people haven't been particularly like interested in it because it doesn't really give you any like brand new information. This is stuff that was like known as like at a time where like not everybody was getting along and blah, 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 blah. But
I feel that's every band.
Seeing the dynamics of everybody and like them going from like arguing with each other to like, you know, just like jamming and just like seeing the evolution of a song coming from like, they're just like playing some notes and be like, oh, maybe I've got something here to like them performing it. You know, it's like pretty wild.
That's cool.
Well, that was one of the things. I know it's not like a documentary, but in the Freddie Mercury Queen like
Bohemian Rhapsody.
Yeah.
You do the same thing. Like they show like "We Will Rock You" and they're just sitting there like tapping their feet. And so to see like how that
I was like, we need to get something for the
song.
crowd to participate in.
Yeah, so yeah, but it's 4 episodes, but they're like 2.5 hours.
It's actually it's only 3. I thought there was 4. There are 3, but they're all 2.5 hours plus.
Dang.
Yep. So Chris recommended biting it into like 30 to 45 minute chunks.
Yeah, well, I ended up staying up until almost 4 a.m. watching just the third. I was watching the end of the second one, and I was like, I'm just gonna see how the next one starts. And I was like, I can't stop watching it, so it was up crazy late.
I should have done that last night.
That was actually the
Chip slept like trash.
The day, so I was on Thursday. We did that thing with Scholastica that I got tracked behind the harpsichord and all that. We were there until almost midnight.
Dang.
So, and that was the day that I only slept for like 3 hours before going into work. So I was just so dead.
I'm good, thanks. That's gross.
So, and that's also the reason why all my batteries were dead for when we were trying to shoot those Brickable shorts today. So then the last thing, so while I was looking up like trying to find lists of inventions and stuff, I came across on ehistory.osu.edu, so you know it's reputable, their list of the greatest inventions of the past 1,000 years, and they have it rated 1 through 10.
Perfect.
So real quick, we'll just go through.
You should list them off, and we should list them in what order we think is correct.
Just list them off.
Fine.
Okay, so I'm just going to read it from 10 to 1. So they have anesthesia.
Yeah, number 1.
Yes.
I know it's 10, but it should be number 1.
The gas-powered tractor.
I mean, cool, but
Farmers
that's
are probably
perfect.
like number 1.
Number 9. That's number 9. Yep.
The
I know
airplane.
you're reading this in order.
Yeah, the airplane.
That should be higher. That should be number 2.
The computer.
That should be number 5. I'm being serious. I'm playing a word association in my brain.
Vaccinations.
4, 3, 5. I already gave 5. 6. Should be 6.
That's where it is. Radio and television.
That can be lower. That 9 or 10.
The telephone.
That's important.
Well, all of these are important.
7.
The automobile.
No, 10. That's not important.
The electric light.
There's too many roads. There's too many roads.
So you just want to go horseback everywhere?
No. There's too many roads.
Yeah.
Not automobiles, roads. We created too many roads. Whoever designed towns and cities,
That has nothing to do with the car, though.
we started building roads to accommodate the car.
No, we had roads before the car.
For wagons and stuff?
Yeah, but the roadways were for people to walk on and like take horses and stuff.
Yep.
And then cars started using them, and then that's when they decided to build sidewalks.
Fine. Paved roads
They were
for
paved.
automobiles have gotten out of hand. There's too many roads.
I disagree. I think we need more roads. We need 100% concrete coverage.
That would be better because then you could just drive directly straight wherever you wanted
What's
to.
the song? Paradise covered in concrete?
That's Counting
You
Crows.
paved paradise and put a
That's right.
parking lot.
You paved paradise and put up a parking
See, I always thought, I didn't think it was
train,
paved. I thought it was paid. I was like, you paid paradise to put up a parking lot, which has a similar, I guess, intent behind it, but it's different than like you bought out the integrity of this area versus you just destroyed this area. So it's slightly different, but
What's number 3?
the automobile,
What's number 2?
the electric light.
Did you know that Edison did not
It says
actually
specifically
invent
the
the light
electric
bulb?
light.
Edison stole the light bulb idea from somebody else.
Edison stole everything.
He truly did. He tried to steal the x-ray. And that loser, he made his assistant test out the x-ray, and he kept testing it on his right hand. Eventually he got radiation poisoning, lost fingers completely, then lost his hand.
The assistant or Edison?
The assistant. And then he started testing on his left hand instead, started to get radiation poisoning in his left hand, got cancer and died. And when he died, that's when Edison was like, nope, just kidding. I don't want this. So it actually took his assistant's life for him to be like, I don't want to mess with radiation.
There's a saying.
In a nutshell, there you go.
The first hand is Edison's fault. The second hand is the assistant's fault.
Yeah.
I mean, he was going to die anyway.
If you got your hand lost because you took too many x-rays, I'm not going to stick my other hand in. That's like an alligator bites it off.
Yeah, it's like if there's a hole in the wall, you reach in and you get your hand chopped off, you're not going to immediately stick your other hand in
there. Ridiculous.
Unless Edison paid incredibly well.
Edison was a jerk.
Hot takes.
I heard. Huh?
Hot takes.
Was he Canadian?
Probably.
No, being funny.
Just kidding.
Is he a maple sucking hockey slapper?
A sap sucking puck slapper.
Okay, what's the last one?
What do you think the number one invention of the last 1,000 years is?
Air, oxygen.
It wasn't invented.
Lord, get out of here.
Scuba gear.
That's probably not in the top 1,000.
I don't know.
The gun.
The gun's been around more than 100 years.
It's 1,000, but...
Oh, 1,000 years. Oh, sorry. Indoor plumbing.
The pen.
Nope.
The paper.
Nope.
I have no idea.
The printing press.
Oh, Gutenberg.
I'm surprised you didn't say the internet. The internet's not on the list anywhere.
Gutenberg's printing press. Right?
Yep. Johannes
I would
Gutenberg.
say electricity is better than the printing press. But
You don't...
I didn't make the list, so.
Yeah, this is according to whatever OSU is. Ohio State University.
Yeah, OSU would be Ohio.
A bunch of.
Well, there's Oklahoma State is also OSU.
Oh, that's true.
All right, Chris.
All right, yourself. Twinkies, yeah, Twinkies.
I do enjoy Twinkies.
Oh, funny. Brad says the penis pump is the top image.
Well, apparently that guy in England thought it was the 55 millimeter mortar.
All right. Well, if you're joining us live on Twitch, thanks for joining us. If you are watching this on YouTube, thank you for checking us out in our pre-recorded format. Don't forget to subscribe and ring the notification bell if you are on YouTube, and comment down below what you think the greatest invention of the last 100 years is. Also, check us out live on Twitch if you want to participate. We're at twitch.tv/Rise of the Podcast every Saturday night from 7 to roughly 8:30, which it is now. If you're listening on the audio-only version, feel free to check us out on YouTube and see what we look like, and then be scarred for life and go back to the audio-only version. Any way that you listen to us, thank you so much. I messed that up. Anyway, thank you guys so much for watching, and of course,
May the force be with you.